Alright, wanted to make a quick video showing all these paint schemes and stuff I did. We're starting off with the Pontiacs first. I have them separated by model, by make, you know. Yeah, Prince. Just being Prince, being unique, different. I have his Prince logo here, and then I have his little logo as the jack tape, and then I got Prince here, and then I got Grand Prince right here. That's all his car is. No, don't save my changes. And then we have his pit crew. Nothing crazy there. All right, this isn't going how I want it to go. And here's Andy Warhol. Nothing special. Campbell's Soup. This was because of he did a bunch of art about Campbell's Soup and stuff. So that made sense to me to do that for him. Nothing else special on the car. Just I forget what the inspiration for that paint scheme was anyway. And then his pit crew's just basic stuff. And the Marilyn Monroe is his pit sign because he did Marilyn Monroe stuff as well, like this. Here's D.B. Cooper, the hijacker, and I have skydive near the skydive school near Washington where he jumped. I thought I put Lucky Strike. He had a certain brand of cigarette, or he smoked Raleigh cigarettes, and he had like some kind of whiskey he asked for, and then a backpack that he wore when he jumped. And then that's him up there. And his pit crew is just suit and tie and stuff. I forgot to hide that tie behind the suit. Don't tell anybody. And then his pit sign is his face. Mr. Rogers. I'm from near Pittsburgh, so I know a lot about Mr. Rogers. Eaton Park's a local restaurant here. It might be nationwide. I don't remember. Sheetz is a local gas station. Heinz is a Pittsburgh base. Permanis is a big Pittsburgh restaurant. Kennywood is a big is the amusement park around here, and this is the trolley. Tried to make it look like the trolley. What are you gonna do? And there's Mr. Rogers up here, and his Mr. McFeely is his crew chief. That makes sense, or his pit crew, whatever. And then King Friday is his pit sign. And then Homer Simpson, Quickie Mart, Moe's, Krusty Burger. What you would expect. Probably a lot of other things I could have thrown on here. But I mean, that's it. No inspiration for that paint scheme either. Oh, D.B. Cooper's paint scheme was the actual airline. What the planes actually looked like that he jumped out of. And then Homer Simpson, again, no inspiration for this. And this is supposed to be Marge with her green dress and blue hair, and then a donut for the pit sign. And here's Super Dave Osborne again. No rhyme or reason to any of these associate sponsors and stuff, but Super Dave he drove a car somewhere in an episode. Oh damn, where is it? Right there. This one right here. So that's kind of what I modeled this after, and it's not exactly. Oh, and he had a sidekick, Fuji. So that's what that Fujifilm sponsor is. And that's what he looks like. That's his stunt uniform that he wore all the time. Neil Armstrong, Apollo 11, obviously. Yes, we did go to the moon. We'll talk about that during a race, during the dog days of some of the races. Tang, obviously, sponsor. NASA. Grumman is the company that made the lunar module. And I have a special helmet for him that looks like he's on the moon. Nothing else going on, and just an astronaut and stuff. And I tried to make his crew chief or his crew look like astronauts. It probably doesn't look that good. Spice Girls, all right. This was the Union Jack. This was a pain in the butt to get all these to line up whenever the car, you know, actually is a car and not just a paint scheme. And the bare minimum of sponsors. They were big on Pepsi. Tesco is a United Kingdom grocery chain, I think. And then Baby Spice is the driver. And then you see all the butts right here. And I think, in the pit crew are beef eaters, the Buckingham Palace guards, and then all the flags for the pit signs and stuff. Amelia Earhart. There she is. That's her Lockheed. And then I just found a bunch of old-timey, from middle of the century little sponsors here. What's this magnification right now? Yeah, so this is what this looks like. I wasn't going to go through the pain of making these like 2048 by 2048. Not necessary. And then Amelia Earhart's plane is what this is kind of what this is what it's supposed to be. I did my best. And it's just she's pretty much her own pit crew there. And then Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We got they were eating Cheez-Its, Folgers, Budweiser in the movie. Visa. I'm trying to remember why Visa. I think they did a Visa commercial. I forget. Or it might have just been a random one. Nikon camera. That's what Dan Aykroyd used. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Ecto 1 New York license plate. Obviously the circle over the 1. And then Twinkies, associate sponsor on the back, and then the pit crew are the Ghostbusters. Pit sign is the ghost logo. Now we're moving over to the Fords. This is Velma Dinkley. I had a bunch of these. I made the 1997 car set paint schemes, and I had to draw all of these for Robert Presley's car. So then I just went into my folders and found those and threw them onto the mystery machine here. Velma, right there. Scooby Snacks, Hanna-Barbera. Nothing else is really sticking out. Number 8, it was just a goofy number I saw. That's the one we went with. And then the pit crew is Shaggy. Right? Yeah, Shaggy. It's supposed to be. Hannibal Lecter. Nothing crazy here. Just, he has his mask on in the car. Fava beans. And nothing special about the rest of the scheme. No inspiration for this scheme either. Just something fun. I don't even know why I picked purple. I think purple is the bad color of that Bob's Red Mill, I think. And then his pit crew is his white that he wore in the movie, but then Clarice is his pit sign. It's funny. And then Guy Fieri, obviously, we've been talking about this a couple times. Tabasco, Brett Bodine paint scheme, just because of the fire that he wears on his shirts and stuff, and that's what he looks like in the car. Flavor Town is his brand and his kitchen and stuff, and then diners, drive-ins, and dives. That's all she wrote on that. Pit crew is just him. Whoops, I was using Randy Marsh as the base pit crew. And I forgot to take the South Park off of his. So he has a South Park is an associate sponsor for him now. Martha Stewart Living. Bic, she does the Easy Reach Bic lighter with Snoop Dogg. Kmart, her stuff's sold at Kmart. I don't know what Die Hard's just some random thing. And there she is. Just it's an appealing palette here, the brown, the blue, and the green. Fitting for Martha Stewart. And I think this is just a bare, just really vanilla pit crew here for her. Crap. So where is there? Okay, Michael Bolton from Office Space. They were drinking Molson Ice in the movie. Pepsi. Initech is the company they work at. Tchotchkes is that restaurant Jennifer Aniston works at, and of course Swingline, the stapler, and Michael Bolton in his face right there, and his a tie and just like business attire for his pit crew, and then the neighbor, two chicks at the same time, is his pit sign. Forrest Gump. This is the Alabama Crimson Tide helmet. It's supposed to be. There's Forrest right there. Number 44 was his number. In the movie, Bubblegum Shrimp, Dr. Pepper from the movie, and then also Apple from the movie, and then I put the smiley face there for the smiley shirt that he wore. And I guess, well, South Park is also an associate sponsor for Bubblegum Shrimp, and this is supposed to be Lieutenant Dan helping him out with the camo. Steve Jobs. This paint scheme's that Morgan Shepherd Citgo thing from late 80s, early 90s. And I mean, there's nothing special here. He worked at Atari for a while, so I have that. Pixar. And then he always wore all black, so that's what he's wearing. That's what he's doing there in the car. And then pit crew is just an Apple Store employee. Supposed to be anyway. All right, Tim the Toolman Taylor. This is no special reason for the paint scheme, but this blue is the Detroit Lions color blue because he was a Lions fan in the show. Binford Tool Time was the show in the show. Binford Tools was the sponsor of the show, and then there's the neighbor looking over the fence behind on the back of the car, kind of funny. And there's what he would look like in the. I keep on pointing at stuff, but I don't think my mouse is showing. I hope it is. I think it might be. But that's what he would wear when he was hosting the show in the show. And then this is Al Borland, supposed to be with the flannel. And of course, I had fun with the neighbor behind the fence. So that's the pit sign. Mick Dundee. Could have been a Vegemite, but I just like the idea of Foster's Lager as a sponsor. Vegemite was the associate sponsor. Aeroplane, I forget what that is. I think it's like jelly or something. I forget. And then Speedo. And then that's Mick Dundee with his vest. Nothing special there. And then nothing special about his crew. Just vanilla stuff. And then Dunder Mifflin. Had some fun with Michael Scott. Advanced Refrigeration, obviously. George Foreman Grill. Michael Scott's Dunder Mifflin Race for the Cure. The Race for the Cure. Michael Scott Paper Company. Scott's Tots. And then that Hunter's album cover there. Chili's. Had a lot of fun with this. And that's obviously Michael Scott right there. And this is supposed to be the warehouse uniform. And then here's his Schrute Beet Farms paint scheme that we'll run eventually. Somewhere during the season we'll run that. Same sponsors and stuff. Moving to I think the Chevys now. I should know, because I changed this to Ferrari for Cameron Fry from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We have Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago here. No other rhyme or reason to the rest of the stuff, but this is the Red Wings jersey. Gordie Howe number 9. And he supplanted the Beatles. I was gonna have the Beatles instead of the Spice Girls, and they were gonna be number 9 because of Revolution number 9, or it might have been Fab 4 for the Spice. I don't know, but I'm a big hockey fan, and we went with that. And his pit crew is Ferris Bueller from the movie with the leopard vest and everything, and then the Red Wings pit sign. Where are we at here? 33. Yeah, this is Indiana Jones Rolling Rock. Nothing from the movies here. Just his signature is the Indiana Jones logo. And that's Indiana Jones. 33, this is the number that Rolling Rock uses. I talked about that somewhere, I think. And then his pit crew is just him. And then his hat as the pit sign. Rosie the Riveter, same kind of deal, same website as the Amelia Earhart car. Just went and found some old-timey signs and stuff, like gas station signs to put as decals on her car. We can do it. Obviously, the iconic poster, and then her helmet is supposed to be that bandana she wears. That's pretty. I kind of like that paint. That's one of my favorite. It's one of the paint schemes that stick out. And then she is her own pit crew here with her pit sign right here. And then we go to Rosa Parks, and this is her bus. That's supposed to be the bus. I'm doing what I can. I had a hell of a time finding this because this was on the back of the bus, and it's in a bunch of museums. And you can see I wasn't able to cut it perfectly. If I was going for the gold, I would have taken my time on that. And same thing as those other cars. I went and found old-timey signs and stuff, gas station stuff, and threw it on the car. Those are two of my. It's kind of, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not. The two of my favorite paint schemes in the whole set are from the mid-50s, Rosie Riveter and stuff, and her. And then this is her vanilla. Nothing special about her pit crew. The Bluths, Arrested Development, Banana Stand, Hot Cops is from the show. All this stuff is from the show. The Cornballer, Poof Magazine, and then there he is, right there. And then I also have the stair car, and then blue paint all over it. And then you have The Man Inside Me. I was able to sneak that on there. Glisten toothpaste. I enjoy the show a lot, so I was able to sneak a lot of stuff in. And then the pit crew is George Michael's uniform at the banana stand, and then the banana is the pit sign. And Jack Burton, the Pork Chop Express, and a bunch of Wing Kong trading from the movie. Pilot Travel Center because he's a truck driver, and then Egg Shen's bus tours from the movie. And then the Pork Chop Express. It's all in the reflexes, his saying, and then that's him in the car. And then this is one of my favorite stuff. The hauling ass from the front of his car, or front of his the front of his truck, wherever that's at. Oh, somebody! I didn't even see this. When I was doing the scheme, I would have remembered that. I did not see that. But yeah, you can see the hauling ass right there on the front of the car, or front of the truck. Tried to mimic that, but. And then I forget what the whole red. Oh, the red is. What's her face? Kim Cattrall. Whenever she's all dressed up, being bad in the movie. And Jesus. Where's she at? Yeah, when she was just. And I meant to adorn the stuff, put make it look like her dress, and then I got distracted or something, totally forgot. but Pork Chop Express is his pit sign. Akeem Joffer, Prince Akeem from Coming to America. Soul Glow, associate sponsor. McDowell's, obviously, from the movie. And that's the uniform at McDowell's, home of the Big Mick on the rear. And then that's his uniform again. And he has a South Park associate sponsor. That's funny. And McDowell's. And, yeah, Happy Gilmore wearing the Boston Bruins jersey in the car. This is his, the color of his car from the movie. Happy, this is supposed to be what it looked like when he drew on that woman's chest, autographed it. Wilson, I think, all this stuff is from the movie. Cap'n Crunch, I think he was eating with that Asian lady at the beginning. Did a Visa commercial, I think, in the movie. Odyssey Golf, CCM, obviously on the back for hockey. And his pit crew is his caddy. And then Boston Bruins as the pit sign. Andy Van Slyke, my favorite baseball player growing up. As I mentioned, probably the most obscure reference in the whole thing that a lot of people might not get or know. Giant Eagle is a grocery chain in Pittsburgh. Aramark is or was like a stadium concession company. Hills was an old-time department store around Pittsburgh that isn't anymore. And this is supposed to be the Pirates uniform and Pirates, all that. You know, you can get what I'm trying to do. And this is the same thing. Just the Pirates uniform, everything as the pit crew. And then old Gus Fring. This is one of the better paint schemes in the field as well. A1A Car Wash, Walter White's Car Wash, and nothing else sticks out. And then that's him in the yellow from the movie. And then he's his own pit crew. Moving to the Oldsmobiles. This is Al Bundy. This is supposed to be his polk high. Everything. He's number 33, but I talked about that. I had to move 93 to Indiana Jones for Rolling Rock. So I just gave Al Bundy a random 94, but he's still wearing number 33 polk high jersey in the car. Biggins is that like Playboy magazine from the show. No Ma'am was his activist group that he made in the show. I hope I'm not forgetting any little Easter eggs on here. And then his pit crew is just his what he looks like when he's at work. No Ma'am on the pit sign. And this is admittedly one of the laziest schemes. This is one of the last ones I made. AT&T Lily. Nothing special about it. It's just AT&T. I wanted to reflect the globe in the paint scheme somewhere. And that's her from the commercial. And same thing. And you can see I was experimenting and having fun at the end. These are different templates you can use for the pit crews. So her pit crew looks a little bit different than everybody else's. Wayne Campbell. Stan Makita's Donuts, obviously. Mirthmobile with the flames and stuff. And then these are all the sponsors from that little gag they did in the movie where they weren't going to bow down to any sponsor. And, you know, the new print and decked out in Reeboks, drinking Pepsi, eating Doritos, all that stuff. Wayne Stock. And then Wayne's World. Wayne Campbell in the car driving. And then this is supposed to be Garth as his crew. Put the Blackhawks logo on the War Wagon, Wayne's World, and old Cassandra is his pit sign. Tommy Callahan, they were getting donuts and stuff. Callahan brake pads. This was by design just a minimalist paint scheme. Like you look at some of these this was the shirt he was wearing in one part of the movie or something. But this was intentionally just a bare bones paint scheme. No designs on it, just straight and narrow. Let's go. And I think it ended up looking pretty good, especially with like the wide 16 eating up a lot of space on the car. And same thing with the pit crew, just intentionally bare bones. Like this wasn't a lazy part of it. This is how I wanted it to look. And then Randy Marsh, you can see on his pit, the South Park there. That's the one that's on all these other cars. That's him in the car. and a bunch of associate things from the movie, or from the show: Jimbo's Guns, City Walk, Tweak Brothers Coffee, Tom's Rhino, Plasti, and Casa Bonita, and then the used storage facility from the show. And just vanilla pit crew, no rhyme or reason to that. And then his Tegrity, everything's the same except the colors are different. And then Tegrity Weed Farm sponsor. We'll run that somewhere. And then we're hitting the home stretch here. We have Ray Finkel have laces out from the movie and everything. Bubblegum. Ace Ventura was eating that when he found out she was a man. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective business card. And then the Miami Dolphins uniform in the car. And this is obviously the Jerry Nadeau paint scheme, the first union thing from the late 90s. And his pit crew is the Miami Dolphin players. Nothing special about that. Michael Jackson. This is looking at all these paint schemes now. This is another kind of lazy one. It's supposed to be what he looks like here in the Smooth Criminal video, but I'm thinking about changing this, trying to get him like a moonscape paint scheme or something. It just looks not exciting. But this is his this is his pit crew, and just that funny face he made in one of those videos. I always send that gift to people, my friends. So I wanted to use that face. Dutch Vanderlyn, Wheeler and Rawson. If you're familiar with Red Dead Redemption, that was like the merchandise catalog you would buy. You buy everything from in the game. Plug Tobacco, that's Jolly Jacks. That's actually the stuff you use in the game. Strauss Loans, Strauss from the game. And of course, I Have a Plan back here on the back. And that's supposed to be what he looks like in the game. And this was supposed to be the, what do you call it? Red Baron paint scheme. Yeah. You can see what I was trying to do with this. Not exact, whatever. What do we do? Let's not lose ourselves. And then it's supposed to be Arthur Morgan as his crew. And the rest of this is pretty vanilla. Mona Lisa Vito, Vincent L. Gambini, my cousin Vinny Law, representing Utes since 1992. Sack of Suds is the restaurant, or the store they went into when they got in trouble. And nothing special about this. This is also intentionally. This is the green car that they had that was in question during the movie, and this is her in purple from her courtroom scene. And this is supposed to be actually Vinny in his tuxedo as her crew. And we're done. Yeah, just fittingly, we come to us here at the end. Nothing special about this. Black Barbasol is an associate sponsor because of Nedry from the movie. But this is a black one you haven't seen yet in the season. This is actually what we look like in the car that you haven't seen this season. But this is the black car we'll drive. This is the T-Rex car that you're going to see at Rockingham. Barbasol, just the same associate sponsors and stuff. This is the Jeff Gordon car from '97. This is our pit crew. Obviously the park workers uniform, the pink shirts and everything, and then the pit sign, whatever. This is the Jeep that they first went in. It's supposed to be. This is the helicopter. It's supposed to be. All sponsored by InGen. And then, of course, to round it all out, I did actually throw a Barbasol can on here. Interesting. I didn't do it for the other cars. But this is the, what was it? The Ford Explorer tour cars and stuff. So that's it. Those are all of that's it. That's all of them. We did Pontiacs. We did Fords. Yeah, we did all of them. So that's it. Maybe this will help you be more acquainted with the schemes when you see them in these races. And there's no really good way to end this. So Hope you had a kick out of this. It was I just wanted to get this off my chest, explain what all these paint schemes were, because it was bugging me. Because I wanted to just show everybody all the little funny stuff on these cars. All right, thanks for watching.